Championship. John O'Hamlin with one of those Richie Dibbon 450 machines in on the front row, as well as Mitchell Rowe got about a 5th or a 6th in the last one around. But James Clark as well. We've got Wilson Woods, Coach Scott and Roger Bland there. So Rd2 is looking pretty classy as well as we go under starters orders. We've got the flag start, the lights go the other way. So once we get the flag to drop, we will go racing, and definitely a jump start there from Mitch Rowe. So that's a massive jump start. Even I saw that one there. He will definitely be at the mercy of the officials there, I think. But he's going to just get the head down and go. There's nothing you can do about it now. Here we go. Ctas looks to have made a pretty good start as well, flying in through the S's. Mitch Rowe, then we go to John O'Hamlin. Cudge Scott's in there, Matt Bro around the outside of Cudge, so 4th, and 5th place is heating up as well. A bit of a moment there. John O'Hamlin's going to go up the inside of Mitch and have a look into the final corner here on the short and reverse track. But it's Ctas. He's just been absolutely dominant in Supermoto racing this season at the Suzuki International Series, and this one absolutely no different. So flying through to tick off lap 1 of 8 here in the Aramex Couriers Super Motard racing. We're going to go and catch this one here on Ctas Live. Big welcome to whoever's tuning in on Ctas. Grant and Joseph, the team at Ctas, do a great job, and some awesome pictures.
Well, I can tell you who's tuned in today, Brad, and shout out to our Super South and the world's most southern Suzuki dealer, and Alan and John Crawford down there. So the boys have sent us a text. Thanks, guys. Bad luck that John couldn't join us, but we know that you're still behind us in spirit. So and there are many others that are out there as well. Hi to all of you, and a cool opportunity to be watching the world's best racing going on right now, because of course nothing happening in the northern hemisphere, and we've got it in the south, and many other countries have been tied and dry. So it's all happening in New Zealand for our fabulous Suzuki International Series, and it was Mitch Rowe causing that false start, but hey, we've made a recovery from there, and Ctas getting out there and going with them as well. Good to see the return of Chris Andrews out there. We've missed Chris for the last couple of years, I think, from memory, but he's well, I'll say an old timer. He's one of the older competitors out there, but he's still a young guy, and great to see Ctas, Matt Bruff along with Mitch Rowe. They've gone for it. John Hamlin, Cudge Scott, track builder extraordinaire. If you thought that it was busy for Cudge at this point, you ain't seen nothing yet, because he's about to build the world's classiest street circuit, and that'll all start to happen in the next few days. We were just filling in with Jared, but he's quickly joining us again, but we'll be back. Yes, indeed, Aramex Couriers and short track racing with Roger Bland, James Clark, and now there's Cheezel, of course. Now, he was on the podium twice last week at Taupo, Brad. Here we are to more of a rider's track, and he can't quite get there the same. So that's why we like these multiple circuits, and very different here at Manfeild compared to Taupo. Taupo, it's more open. Even saying that, of course, Motards do use a shorter track of the big track at Taupo, but they also use a shorter track here, the longer straight, the front straight, and that really, because of where they peel off into this one at all, of course, it's not even really a big straight at that, but the rest of it, it's sort of a bit like a big letter B in some ways, where it sort of there's all the wiggles and turns over on one side, and it's just got the straight along the front going in the reverse direction. For those of you that know Magic Manfield, the home of racing here in mighty Manawatu, North Island, New Zealand, on a beautiful summer's day, and it hasn't been super hot yet in the summer. I tell you what, we're pleased about that today, because otherwise it'd be a scorcher out there. It's been just a nice temperature, and as Zach Fuller alluded to as well, just a great track temperature to make sure that those tyres are working and working as well as they should. So back to the action with Brad updating our Aramex Couriers Motard.
Yeah, Ctas is still well and truly in command of this one. He is 2.8 seconds ahead of Matt Bro, who's on the CD Man-to-Man Builders Husqvarna in second place, and we go back to Mitch Rowe, who is third on track, but I think a jump start penalty may be something he'll have to contend with. We've got John O'Hamlin in third place, Cudge Scott and Roger Bland, James Clark there in sixth place, and also Mark Oliver, Wilson Woods, Brent Fullerton and Duncan there rounding out our top 10. So this is cool. Aramex Couriers, multiple award-winning couriers from Wanganui. Graham Clark has been a long-time supporter of the Suzuki International Series and a long-time supporter of Super Motard racing. It's a Wanganui-dominated field, as always, here at the Suzuki International Series. So brilliant to have this one here as Ctas ticks off another lap. We've got 2 laps to go. He's in command of this one. We have to look at the times with Matt Rowe. It's down to 3.4 seconds, so he took 4 tenths out of him that lap around, but with only 2 to go, really quickly running out of time. So Matt Rowe, the man who qualified on pole, just 2 horror starts, hasn't been able to get into it, and Ctas has been able to run away with it. John O'Hamlin finds himself third place, but under pressure now from James Cheezel Clark and the boys there. So we've got Mitro. Mitro's been updated. He's got the 20-second jump start penalty, and on a 38-second lap time, that's brutal to have a 20-second penalty, but yeah, it definitely was quite a jump start. So white flag out. Jet Josiah flying at the moment. So we go to Matt Bro in second place, and we go to John Hamlin, Roger Bland in there with Craig Cudge Scott, fifth place, James Clark in sixth, Mark Oliver finds himself in seventh, Wilson Woods in eighth, and Brent Fullerton in ninth. Here we go. This one here is on the final lap, Jared, and all class today from Jet Josiah.
He's just continued on from his round at Taupo. There was totally dominant, got out in front, no one could really touch him. The boys had a good little look last weekend, and Matt Rowe doing a great job. Cool to see the alternating styles there, the motocross style against the road racing style. So it'll be interesting to watch at Whanganui. Oh, and that's what we like to see is wheelies. And that's a great one there for second place, Matt Rowe.
Yeah, there it is in the box now. Jet Josiah takes the win ahead of Matt Bro, 3.7 second lead when they cross the line in the fastest lap to Jet Josiah, a 37.65. So flying around here. Jono Hamlin gets another podium, so that's back-to-back podiums for Jono. Awesome stuff from him this weekend. 2 third placings. Roger Bland gets fourth. That'll be cool. James Cheezel Clark there in fifth place. So more quality championship points, and he'll come alive around the streets of Whanganui as well. So look out for him on Boxing Day. Craig Cudge Scott, that's awesome from Cudge, sixth place. Mark Oliver in seventh. Wilson Woods gets eighth. Brent Fullerton in ninth. And we go to Duncan there in 10th place. Brilliant stuff. Mark McKenzie gets 11th. Tony Hirony in 12th. Mike Kyle gets 13th. Alex Luff-Scott, a good weekend at the office for him. A couple of consistent finishes there in 14th. And James Daniels gets 15th. Mitch Rowe all the way down in 16th place after that 20-second time penalty. So that's absolutely brutal around here when it's a 37-second lap time. 20-second time penalty, that's half a lap. So unfortunate Mitch Rowe. But he also another one that'll come alive on Boxing Day. He really loves the street circuits. Was good down at Greymouth in the street racing there, the Greymouth street race at Labour Weekend. So no reason why he won't be a big factor come Cemetery Circuit time, the 70th running of the Boxing Day Classic.
Better performances at the prize giving too. Mitch Rowe, one of our seasoned professionals, one of the ones that we learnt off when we were junior motocrossers and looked up to. Talented man. And a big shout out there to last but not least number 71, Chris Andrews. We used to race junior motocross together, and unfortunately in the seniors I managed to break his arm. So good to see him continue on and go into the Super Motard pack.
Yeah, cool. Aramex Curious bringing us our Super Motard racing. We'll cross to Neil, who will have our podium.
Yeah, well, pretty wicked to see as we just jump in front of there. And
it's good. Weather's definitely turned it on. Down here. And everything.
Cool. Hamlin folks, nice to have him up here and joining us as well. So pretty cool. Matt, everybody's been commenting about your style out there, but your game?
It's racing.
It's almost as fun. So do you want a little bit of dirt, some grass? What do you reckon?
Oh, that would really spice it up a bit. Make it a whole lot more different. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So what made you decide to give this a go? Did you just want more racing? Is that the idea?
Yeah, not really. Carl Vandermeer Builders just said, "Oh, how do you want to try to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, right, let's do it."
All right. So you're going to do Boxing Day?
Yep. We'll be at Whanganui on Boxing Day. Yep.
Streets, curbs, you know, the trees, grass. You try it all on.
Yeah. Of course.
What a challenge. Fabulous. Good on you, Matt. Newcomer. But here we are with Super Jet and an opportunity as well. Jet, hey, mate, don't you feel sorry for those other guys so far back? You need a mirror on to see that they're still coming, do you?
Oh, yeah, I just seem to be pulling it out of the bag today. No, it's good. But boys are definitely going hard, eh? I'm trying to run away, if anything. But yeah, no, hats off to them. Awesome.
All right. What's your approach to Whanganui, an event you enjoy and a track you love?
Yep, same approach to the last 2 events. Try and do the same thing, but yeah, I love Whanganui. It's awesome. Had a bit of bad luck there the last few years, but hopefully we'll pull it off this year.
All right, during the week, what sort of preparation to make sure it all happens for the weekend?
Yeah, just go over the bike and try and get out on the YZ250 two-stroke. She's the best training.
Good idea. And you go to the gym or run the marathon as well?
Oh, I do a bit of odd cycling, just try and get to the gym when I can, but it's a pretty rare occasion.
Yeah, well done. Nice one. So Jet Josiah taking away our victory as we're already back to the big boys, and back to you in the top. Thank you, guys.